Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Blue version. Today we are leaving Lavender Town and making our way west to Celadon City. First thing, we get back our cheerful music, and as we head west, we are kind of forced into an encounter either with the last to the north, who has two Clefairies, or with this gentleman here. The reason I chose this gentleman is due to his unique trainer class. He is a gambler, and this is a trainer class that has since been removed from Pokemon due to, well, its association with gambling. Due to the change in laws on depicting gambling to minors, the Pokemon Company and Game Freak and Nintendo have removed references to gambling in the later remakes of these games, mainly with the Let's Go games. But now, as we see, this gambler actually has a team consisting of a Vulpix and a Growlithe, both pure fire types, and both are actually versions exclusive. Growlithe to red and Vulpix to blue. And it's kind of fitting that we find them here, because this is the route where we can first encounter them. So if we come over here to the left, we can cut this tree using lawn clipper, and we can enter this grassy area. You can avoid this grassy area if you don't have cut by going to the north, but you will be encountering some more trainers. Most of them you can avoid, but some of them you cannot. So, in this patch of grass, we have 4 different encounters in red and blue version, with most of them being based off which version you are playing. In both versions, you can run into Pidgey 35% of the time, but for the remaining 65%, you could run into Meowth in blue version or Mankey in red version. You can run into Sandshrew in blue version, Ekans in red version, and then Vulpix in blue and Growlithe in red. Let me switch Parasy up front so we can start getting him cut back up in levels. So I'm going to walk around looking for a Vulpix just to add to my decks. Vulpix was a highly considered Pokemon to actually add to my party as a team member, but I decided not to go with another Stone evolution since we already had Kaiser, due to the lack of moves that Stone evolutions learn. I just felt that overall it would not be the best addition to our team. Even though Ninetales is a very good Pokemon to use. Same thing with Arcanine. The difference between Vulpix and Growlithe is basically Growlithe is more physical, where Vulpix is more special. Let's make sure we pick up our payday money. So, I do recommend actually catching them if you want to have a good fire type on your team and you haven't picked Charizard, or if you boxed your Charizard by now, or Charmander if you just were doing a playthrough with that one. In Pokemon Yellow version, we have different encounters. Pidgey is the only encounter that's the same in Yellow version, but the other encounters are Abra and Rattata. And then we get Pidgeotto, which now is starting to appear more common, so you can catch it. Jigglypuff, and now you can run into wild Kadabras. So if you don't want to deal with the annoyance of trying to catch an Abra, you do have a 5% chance of running into a Kadabra. And just due to how hard Abra can be to catch, it may actually be worth catching a Kadabra, just hunting one down. But we're also going to soon, depending on which game you're playing, I believe, have a chance to get an Abra without having to catch one. Okay, so it looks like I'm not having much luck with this Vulpix, even though it's supposed to appear 20% of the time. Come on. Alright, well, I might just cut my luck here. I think I'm pretty good when it comes to the number of Pokemon we have, and if need be, I can come back and catch one. Yay, Paraseed grew to level 27. Okay. So let's cut this tree and keep heading left. I know my directions. Alright. So we have another gambler here. And if we try to enter this gate, we will see that the guard on duty is thirsty. So the road is closed. So for us to head to Celadon City, we will need to take another underground path. So first, the department store in Celadon City has a great selection. So we are in this new underground path. This is referred to sometimes as underground path 7-8 because the route we just exited was 8 and we're heading to route 7. So there is 2 hidden items in here. The first, you need to walk 35 steps west from the staircase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and A. Back one. There we go. I stepped on it. Okay, it's on the 35th tile, so take 34 steps. The last one, second to left, or second to the bottom, and okay, it's 19. Oh no, actually no, it's on the bottom row, and it's 19 tiles away from this staircase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. I already forgot. I can count. Okay, so there are our 2 items. And we exit here. I heard there's a sleepy Pokemon appeared near Celadon City. So now we are on Route 7. And I believe the encounters are very much the same. Yes, there is one change in it for red and blue. Instead of Sandshrew and Ekans, you can run into Bellsprout in blue version, Oddish in red version. Vulpix and Growlithe do not appear as often here. So it would be best if you did want to use one and you didn't have cut right then to run back to the Pokemon Center or go to the Pokemon Center in Celadon City and then head back to Route 8. In yellow version is Pidgey, Abra, Rattata, Pidgeotto, and Jigglypuff, so Kadabra cannot be found here on Route 7. And really, this is the only time I kind of feel like the route number order isn't necessarily kind of correct. I almost feel like 7 and 8 should have been flipped, but anyways, now we are in Celadon City. And this outfit looks familiar. Keep out of Team Rocket's way. So, Celadon City has a problem with Team Rocket. So first, let's heal up. Our Pokemon are fighting fit. Alright, so Celadon City is one of the big cities of Kanto. So, there's many things we can do. First, if we head over here, we have the Celadon Mansion. So we can come in here. And we can see some Pokemon. Caferi, pee. My dear Pokemon keep me company. Meowth even brings money home. We can head up these stairs. And we can just see all different people living here. It's more of an apartment building. What's on this computer? Phoenix turned on the PC. So we have access to a PC here. We can keep on going up. If we enter here. Is that right? I'm the game designer. Filling up your Pokédex is tough, but don't quit. When you finish, come and tell me. So this is actually the location of Game Freak. So, it's the programmer. So, I believe every Pokemon main game, you can find Game Freak hidden somewhere out there. And in this case, they're in the Celadon Mansion. Can keep going up. And we are on the roof. But we see there's an area we weren't able to get to along with a set of stairs. So let's go check that area out. So to get to that area, we're going to have to exit the building. Actually come back to the right and go to the area behind the Pokemon Center. If we come up here, you can walk to the back and there is this door that you can enter. Then we can climb these stairs. And if we go in here, I know everything about the world of Pokemon in your Game Boy. Get together with your friends and trade Pokemon. It's a pamphlet on TMs. There are 50 TMs in all. There are also 5 HMs that can be used repeatedly. Silphco. Anything on the board? Trainer tips. Using a game link cable. So this actually tells you about the functions of a link cable. So how to link, the Coliseum, which is where you can battle your friends, and the Trade Center where you can trade with other players. So if you need some information on it, you can come up here and read about it. But what also is important here is what is on this table. Phoenix got Eevee. Do you want to nickname Eevee? No. Eevee is a very special Pokemon. We can find it at level 25. Eevee is unique because it has 3 different evolutions that you can choose for it. And each of the evolutions are based off one of 3 stones you can use on it. If you use a water stone, you get Vaporeon, the pure water type, who is known for its HP and defenses. It also has a pretty good special. If you use a Thunderstone, you get the pure electric type of Jolteon. Jolteon is a special sweeper. It hits hard and it hits fast. And then lastly, with a Firestone, you get Flareon. And in this game, Flareon is actually not too bad. In most games, Flareon unfortunately suffers from having a high physical attack. When fire, a lot of the moves it learns are special. So it can't really take advantage of its stats. But in this game, it's actually not that bad to use. I was highly considering using Flareon in this playthrough, and I mean, very, very last minute, I started the Let's Play. I decided to switch it out with someone else because I've actually used a Flareon in the past, and I just didn't want to really use repeating team members besides my starter. So here we are at the Celadon department store. The board on the right describes the store layout. So the first floor is the service counter, which we're currently on. Second is the trainer's market. Third is TV game shop. 4 is Wiseman's Gifts. And 5 is a drugstore. And the rooftop square has vending machines. Those are actually very important. So if we come to this first floor, we can check, and there's a whole bunch of shops, and they have a lot of TMs. So when it comes to the TMs in this game, let me make sure I tell you everything right. Okay, so the TMs for Pokemon Blue. First, we see TM32, which is Double Team. Double Team is a move that increases the evasion of your Pokemon, making them harder to hit. This is actually a very good move. TM33 is Reflect. Reflect puts up a barrier that makes physical moves less effective. I'm actually going to buy one of these because it can be useful for our team later on because it can help us protect us from certain damages. TM number 2, Razor Wind. Razor Wind is a 2-turn move, but unlike Dig, you're not protected during that turn. You are still available to be hit. It's an 80 base power normal type move, but it has pretty good accuracy. TM7, Horn Drill. This is a one-hit KO move. The only catch is it only works on Pokemon equal to or less than your level, and it has only a 30% accuracy, so it's very hard to land. Next, TM37, Egg Bomb. Egg Bomb is a 100 base power move. It has a 75 accuracy, and it's normal type. It is a very strong normal type move, but it doesn't have the best accuracy, so you're trading off that power for accuracy. Next, TM01, Mega Punch. We have actually already attained one of these back in Mount Moon. TM5, Mega Kick. So this is kind of a counterpart to Mega Punch, and just like Egg Bomb, it is a very powerful normal type move with a base power of 120. One of the strongest moves in the game, but the catch is it has an accuracy of 75. So it will miss more often than other moves. TM number 9, Takedown. Takedown is a high damaging move, not as high as Mega Kick or Egg Bomb. It's only 90 and has an 85 accuracy, but the catch is you will take recoil damage from it. So it's a little stronger than Mega Punch with the same accuracy, but the trade-off for those extra points are you taking slight damage. And lastly, TM17, Submission. Submission is a fighting type move, 80 power, 80 accuracy. So you have a fair amount of TMs that you can choose from. This next clerk has our kind of standard items. So we can see Great Balls, Revives, Super Potions, Super Repels, all that. So kind of this replaces the normal mart in Celadon City since they don't have one. Next we head upstairs. Oh hi, finally finished Pokemon. Not done yet? This might be useful. Phoenix received TM18. TM18 is Counter. This is a unique move that if you are hit by a physical type move, you strike back at the opponent, dealing twice the damage. Oh, and here we see he has a Graveler, huh? Graveler turned into a different Pokemon. So they're trading right now. And we're seeing the results. He traded me his Kangaskhan for my Graveler. So we're kind of learning about trade evolutions. You can identify Pokemon you got in trades by their ID numbers. Last person here. Capturing Pokemon are registered with an ID number. An OT, the name of the original trainer that caught it. So, as they're referring to, if we go to our Pokemon stat screen, we see underneath the typing, it has an ID number. In this case, mine is 21264, and the OT is Phoenix. So, each of the in-game trades we have done will have a different ID number and OT. Talking to some people. I'm getting a Pokédoll for my girlfriend. Hi there. May I help you? So here we have some different items. First, Pokédolls. Pokédolls are actually useful items for battle because you can use a Pokédoll in battle and it guarantees you being able to flee. These are more useful in later games due to certain abilities keeping you in fights and all that. Where here, it's just a guarantee. You don't have to worry about the issues with speed. After that, we have different evolution stones. So we have the Fire Stone, Thunderstone, Water Stone, and Leaf Stone. So all but the Moonstone. So if you picked up Eevee and you want to, you can evolve it right away. Fire for Flareon, Thunder for Jolteon, and Water for Vaporeon. Unfortunately, the Leaf Stone will not work on Eevee. It doesn't have its grass evolution yet. And even still, it, for a while, evolved in a different method with then a evolution stone that was later changed to now the Leaf Stone will evolve it. And up here, hi there. May I help you? We have HP up, protein, iron, carbos, and calcium. These are very expensive, but there's a benefit to these. As we have seen with HP up, this raises your HP stat by 1. Protein does it for attack, iron for defense, carbos for speed, and calcium for special. I think iron is special and calcium is defense. So you have these stat boosting items. They only work so many times, and I don't typically buy them due to how expensive they are. Our next person has different items that you can use in battle to help raise stats. Accuracy raises the accuracy. Guard Spect, I think, protects from status drops. Dire Hit raises your chance of a critical hit. X Attack raises your attack stat by 1. X Defense your defense by 1. X Speed your speed by 1. And X Special your special stat by 1. These are actually very useful items, mainly when you're starting to play. Oh, here we go. Iron increases defense. Okay. More challenge runs, you can use them to help get your stats up, even when Pokemon don't have those moves. My sister is a trainer, believe it or not, but she's so immature, she drives me nuts. I'm thirsty. I want something to drink. Okay. So, we're up here on the roof, and there are vending machines. So there's a menu. We can first get fresh water for 200. Get a fresh water. Next is soda pop. There's no room for stuff. Oh, my item bag is full. So I have alluded to this a few times, so I will need to go drop some stuff off. So I will be right back, and we will then figure out what happens when we give this girl something to drink. So see you in a second. Alright, I am back. I have emptied out my bag some, so real quick, let's grab a soda pop and a lemonade. And while we're here, let's actually grab one more of these for later. So if we talk to this girl, she's thirsty, she wants something to drink. Give her a drink? Yes. Let's give her a fresh water. Yay. Fresh water. Thank you. You can have this from me. Phoenix received TM13. This is Ice Beam. Ice Beam is an ice type move with the chance to freeze. 90 power, 100 accuracy. It's really good. Oh, it can freeze your target sometimes. If you talk to her again. Yes. Let's give her a soda pop. Thank you. You can have this from me. Phoenix received TM48. TM48 contains Rock Slide. It can spook the target sometimes. So she is referring to it flinching the opponent. It is a rock type move. 75 power, 90% accuracy. And if we give her the lemonade, you can see TM49 containing Tri-Attack. So Tri-Attack is a very unique move. It's a normal type move, but it has a chance, I believe. Let me make sure. Yes. That it can freeze, paralyze, or burn the opponent. It has a small chance of these conditions, a 6.67 chance for each of them, so 20% overall. But it can be kind of useful because it does so many things, but you just can't guarantee it. So first, Ice Beam. I want to teach it to Gimbu. This will actually help him a lot to cover his other primary weakness, being grass. I think it's time we can get rid of Bubble with Water Gun. It basically does the same thing, so it's not too useful, and it's a really good move for his final stage. Alright, Rock Slide. I mean, we can look. Kaiser can learn it. That's not actually that bad. I think I actually want to teach him that. Gives him a different type coverage. Kind of helps me with some flying types. So, I think... yeah, we can get rid of Lear. Kaiser does kind of hurt for some attacks. But as we get access to more of these TMs, it helps a lot. And I don't think anyone currently can learn Tri-Attack. Yeah, no. And just in case, let me save here real quick. Because I want to see if we can give her another fresh water, because Ice Beam's still really good. We might... I was wondering. Fresh water. No, thank you. I'm not thirsty after all. Okay, so you can only get one of each, so be sure to use them wisely. But I just wanted to check, just in case. Alright. If you want to get down quickly, you can come over here to the elevator, walk over to the panel, and you can select which floor you want to go to. In this case, let's go to floor 1. Alright. So, for the most part, this is half of Celadon City completed. Next time on Pokemon Blue version, we're going to the casino. because there's actually a lot of important things to do with the casino. So, I will see you next time.